What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
You can go get it if you would like. Hello and welcome into the Monday edition of your show. A little lazy Monday, if you will. I was thinking it might be nice to just wear my sick robe today. Stay warm until I start sweating. As I have my golf gear underneath. We just did a social media photo shoot. Shout out to golf. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll tell you more about that coming up. My name is Gary. I am your busty host. Very overweight, very unhappy with myself. So I'm going to move right along and tell you about this show right here. Monday to Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. This is what we do. We go live, rain or shine, snow or no snow, guests or no guests. We do it because reps are important. That's how you get good. And going live helps you stand out because no one else will do it. Just to give you a little idea of what we're about around here. We're also very grateful that you take some time each and every day to join us here as this place has quickly become the voice of our city. People come to us. They want to get words out, messages out. We do that for you. And then they come back and say, I can't believe it. People say they heard this or saw that on your show. And it just keeps going. We always say, do good things, they'll happen to you. This place is a very, very, very good example of that. And again, it's all because of you. So thank you. We also have a camera. And look at that. I don't know how she knows, but she just knows. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Monday edition of the Maggie Cam. Look at her today. What a good looking dog. Eh? She's had a fun day today. She's been running around, doing some barking, doing some other fun stuff. Living her best puppy life. Thanks to our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. When you walk through those majestic doors, you'll be greeted by Maggie's greeting dog boyfriend. That's how they met each other, through the biz. They're a puppy power couple now in Saskatoon. Leroy walks up to the till. You say hi to Rochelle or Mike. They will guide you through your shopping experience. We're talking the dry food, the raw food in the back fridges right beside the best cleaning station in town as well. All of the accessories you need, all of the toys, all the treats. It's all there for you. They're also open after hours and on weekends, thanks to Kirsten, Shar, and Chris. All of that and so much more waiting for you over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Margaret, anything? You want to give us a little wink or something? Something fun? Little see you guys later? Anything? No, nothing? No, she just wants to be petted. All right, good Maggie Cam. We are joined today by one half of the Past Our Bedtime podcast, the whole meal deal of Wendy Brooks Media, and the coordinator for our Adventures with Maggie segments that we love to do with our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Brooksie! Whoa, that was a good one. Yay. Looking good. It was almost there. They don't even have the holes in the knees today. It would have been extra cool.
No, I'm conservative today.
Yes, conservative. That's the way to go. Sure, I'll give it to you. How you doing? Welcome home.
Thank you. I came back from the Dominican Republic.
We'll get into it. Don't get too much.
I know. I'm just tan and peeling at the same time, you know?
Yeah, you make me feel like I am even more paley, gross whitiness.
I don't know. I look pretty white from these cameras, so
yeah,
let's just hide that. I wonder how white I looked before this.
Touche. Don't think about it. Adventures with Maggie, we got to do another video.
Yes, we do. I will be there. And, I really want to do a bath one.
It is that time.
Yes, because they have the best little place where you can wash your dogs.
That cleaning station is
it's like private. If you have a reactive dog,
and they go out of their way to make sure that there's no other dogs in there that would cause a problem. Or if there are, they hold them back.
Yeah, or like their dog Leroy's there sometimes. Yeah. And when I bring my dog, they'll put him in the back for a bit. And I'll just bring my dog in quick and then they'll let their dog back out until I'm done.
The point is they care.
Yeah, it's the best.
They really care. And that's why we love them so much. So I guess that'll be the next video. To Mike and or Rochelle, We'll be in probably hopefully this week or maybe next week, and we will get a cleaning station video done.
Yes, I would love
It's gonna
that.
be very fun. We have one more member of today's team. He's also on the ones and twos. What are we waiting for?
Oh, whatever. No,
it's
bring him
okay.
up.
No, you're going to be tough. All right. This is your
are
time.
we waiting?
This is your time. What do you want to say?
Well, I wanted to give you something, and I didn't want it to be awkward when Adam came on and I didn't give him anything. Sorry.
It's the thought that counts. Just the fact you would think about that. All right.
Okay. Anyway, I got you something while I was in the Dominican.
Now, I will say this. I feel really bad for you because you already gave the greatest gift ever given.
Yep.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
I know. That was just
That was my very bad link opening
random
a chest
gift.
sound.
This is my
incredible. Okay.
I came back safely gift.
You are so kind. You know that? You are such a nice person. I know we tell you that a lot, but you really, really are.
Thank you. I try sometimes,
know,
except unless I'm playing video games with you. Yeah,
true.
that's
You're
a
a real
whole nother.
biatch over there. We're in the middle of a Mario Party 3 game.
Yeah.
Bless you, March.
Sneezies.
That was a crazy one. I told you, that's what happens when she licks. Hey, if she keeps licking, that'll happen. Okay, real quick, if you want one of those, what do they call hacks? A lifey hack?
Yeah.
If you want a lifey hack, just start a show and people bring you gifts all the time. It's
Okay,
the best. I
I'll
love
try
gifts.
it.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, man. Am I going to need... Can I just tear?
Yeah, just that doesn't matter.
Ah!
So I went to Nickelodeon Resort
Mondays, am I right?
and
This guy gets it.
yeah, we talk about Garfield a lot. So
Always.
I got you a Garfield notebook. So
You
when
keep
you
the
need
bag.
to take notes during
This is
important
amazing.
meetings,
Will people make fun of me for bringing this around?
No, it's part of your brand.
You said that's sort
It's
of...
part of your brand.
Okay, that's fair.
Or you can
For
just have
better or
it
for
here
worse?
when those cards get
I don't even want to
filled.
open it. I love it so much.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
I had to get you something Garfield. I was hoping there was one that was like more like I hate Mondays or something about eating lasagna, but
Yeah.
that's
You know what?
the only
Those things
one.
are implied.
Yeah,
in
you
your
can
Garfield.
look, that's his I want lasagna face. So
It's the angry one. I know you can't really see it or zoom in on that because, well, the cameras won't do that unless I push a button. Thank you so much. So thoughtful.
yeah, no problem.
This is great. I can't wait to embarrass myself at meetings with my Garfield.
Yeah, or
My
just like
Garfield
even
book.
for here
I
if
wanna
you need to
open it.
write something.
Yeah, well, this is
it's
great.
at the. Wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, okay. I'll figure that out later. This is good. Now I can... Oh, man.
Oh, it is right here. Anyway.
Thank
thought
you
it
to
was crazy.
Brooksie for bringing it back. Here it is. Here we go. Here we go. There
Oh,
we go.
you could hear it ASMR.
Oh, you can ASMR with that all you want. Oh, I love it. And it's just like notes.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, go ahead. You
I know.
weirdo.
I love new book smell.
While you're smelling that, we will call in our final guest today. You know him as the co-host of The Viewing Room. You know him as the face that built this place. You know him as the oldest member of this family, my ride or die, my one and only LB.
Yay!
Yay.
I've had numerous people ask me now if LB stands for pounds. And I was like, I'm hoping it does. But obviously it doesn't. But I thought that would be such a good transition for the nickname.
Sorry.
You know? Well, it wouldn't be with weight. It's like, man, he's bringing the heat. As in, like, pounds. He pounds you.
He's pounding you.
He will pound your face with his fists. What's wrong with you guys?
Nothing. He just kept
You
on
guys
digging.
are so immature. You know that? I mean, I know it's a
You're
Monday.
just figuring that out now?
That's a good point. It's probably why we all get along so well. That's fair. LB, how you doing, brother?
I am physically present in this room at this
he's
time.
Uncle Brandoing, eh? This is good. I don't have my controller. I'm just gonna frame you in a little bit. I got you.
Oh, did I take it away when I was setting up the cameras?
Yeah.
I think I did.
You guys did everything.
That's
Such a good job.
we did a good job.
Obviously not good enough or you wouldn't have needed to adjust it.
Well, I set up all this pretty well.
Yeah.
He didn't even notice the stuff I took off. He still didn't notice.
What have I not noticed?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You'll have to rewatch this episode again.
Is there something I'm missing?
No.
No,
I
you're
feel
not
like
missing
there's something
anything.
I'm missing.
You're not missing anything.
Okay.
Mm.
You're
Anyway.
so lucky I'm an adult and I don't play your reindeer games. Ridiculous.
Speaking of reindeer, my son burnt his nose so bad in the Dominican Republic. He got 3rd-degree burn just on his nose, and it was all red, so they were calling him Rudolph.
Oh,
And then
no.
it started blistering. It didn't look like Rudolph anymore. He looked like acid Rudolph, and it was like popping and blistering and
thanks.
disgusting. So
Sounds
anyway,
like a horrible time.
wear your sunscreen.
No,
Very
thanks.
important. Whoa, LB.
Do you not wear sunscreen ever?
I try to avoid it as much as possible.
And some, like, do you burn or do you tan?
I definitely burn.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you avoid it because it's supposed to be really bad for you?
I just avoid it because I figure, the sun's natural and it's not.
See, I'm the same way now. I burn all the time, but I realized that apparently sunscreen. I know you're a conspiracy person too. Apparently sunscreen
it is really bad for you.
Bad for
However, like if I didn't wear the sunscreen, I would have been 3rd-degree burning too.
Yeah,
So
I
I only
gotcha.
wear it when it's like extremely necessary.
Here, here.
However, they've done really good at like telling people you need sunscreen to help your wrinkles and all your stuff, and put your sunscreen on your face every day.
Conspiracy.
Even in the winter.
Even
I
in
never
the
understood
winter,
that one.
people do that. Yeah, and
Can you
I'm not.
imagine?
I'm talking a lot of
Minus
smack right
40 and
now,
you're putting sunscreen.
and
on.
I'm wearing sunscreen. but it's a tinted sunscreen, and it's the color of my skin because I don't have foundation that's the color of me anymore because I'm so tan. So anyway, I'm wearing sunscreen, but normally I
Humble brag. Very humble.
don't. Yeah.
I brought my grandpa's Jack Nicklaus contender pitching wedge out here as we just did a little photo shoot. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is badass. This club is probably like 50 or 60 years old. I can't hit it worth a lick, but it's great for photo shoots as we are coming upon Masters Week next week. Not this week, next week. Getting ready for it. We got Easter coming up, all sorts of fun things going on.
Easter is on 420. Man.
She's just saying. So I thought while I had the club out here, I'd show it off.
Chocolate.
LB, you got a show coming out tomorrow.
Yeah,
What did you guys do this time?
We went with Moana. Because,
Moana 2 or the first one?
The first one. Because
Oh.
Ethan was babysitting his cousins, and we needed to watch a movie, and so
No.
that worked out.
Everybody on this
Is it
island.
good? It's good though, isn't it? It's really good.
On this island.
He was even singing it. What can I say except you're welcome?
The soundtrack is good.
Oh.
Yeah, the second
soundtrack is
second
good.
movie is not as good.
Bro.
The soundtrack.
There was a bit of a disparity in the ratings between Ethan and I.
Not
Why-
only that,
why?
the
Does Ethan
rage.
love it and
LB
you don't?
just hated on it.
Yeah.
He was real.
I have some problems with it.
What's your? Can you tell me one problem?
I'll tell you
Just
his
one.
problem. His problem was he just couldn't see the line where the line where the light was it touch the sea. See the line where the light touch the
me.
sea. It calls
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, that was
and
actually
no
the
one
opening of the episode.
knows
Ethan, you and Ethan started singing it, so I included
It's a
that as
beautiful
the
song.
episode.
Oh.
Perfect.
Anyway, what's your
Gets it.
one thing that you don't like
One-
about
The
it?
biggest thing, the biggest problem I have with it is Moana herself.
What?
Moana
Tell
as
him
a
I don't-
character
She's the best.
is Moana as a character is about as arrogant and selfish and pointless as possible.
Yeah, dog.
No, she's just following her
Get her.
sole
She is-
purpose.
No, and if you want to, go watch the episode for the nitty gritties.
I will. We will.
Basically,
but-
as a whole, I just find that she doesn't do anything the entire episode, and then she goes from sucking at everything to being perfect at everything, and there's no development in her character.
That
But-
sounds familiar. Where's that been done before?
Ray Skywalker. She
Oh,
got the Ray
yeah.
Skywalker treatment.
There it is.
Oh my god, I don't know about that. What do you mean? The whole movie happened because of her, though.
No, it happened because of the ocean. She wouldn't have made it past the reef if it wouldn't have been for the
Oh,
ocean.
no, golf club down.
The ocean as a whole is
right.
what made that movie
No,
work.
but the ocean is working with her because
Every time
of
she
her.
fell off the boat, what put her back on the boat? The ocean.
The chicken.
But
She
only
couldn't sail
but
for-
only because it's her.
But what does that matter? It's not about her then.
You're
That's
right.
my point.
It's her
Then it's
grandma.
not about her.
It's her grandma.
And so
Helping her.
you know.
Right? No, I'm with LB the whole way.
So why
I
is it
didn't even
named
think
after
about
her
it.
when she doesn't actually do anything? Because you could have put any other person in there and it wouldn't have changed the story.
There's the name of the movie.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Okay, that's a hot take.
Anyway,
You should have finished with, "You're welcome."
Yeah, I will watch that one. I love when you guys do like Disney cartoons. Like
know
when
that
you
they
guys
we did
did.
Shrek the week before.
Oh, I need to
they
watch that one too. I was
shredded.
gone, but the Emperor's New Groove I really liked. I liked his Kronk and
Everyone
Oh,
loves
he has a
Ethan's
really good
impressions.
Kronk impression.
yeah, it was good.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
All right, are we going to get into this trip? The recap on this beautiful Monday in our lovely city of Saskatoon.
Sure, I should have sent in photos, but it's too late now. The biggest highlight of the trip, because I love animals.
I mean, you can send in photos if you want.
No, it's too late.
Send me
Dude,
an
dirty
email, I
up
can
here.
put them up. It's fine.
Oh, whatever. Well,
Let her go, man. Let it go.
Anyway, the
To
biggest.
quote that other movie, "Let it go."
I don't even know-
Let it
I don't even know where my
go.
phone is, so-
Snowing and
Um,
frozen
Anyway,
in the snow.
the highlight of my trip.
Olaf.
Was not Olaf.
No, but he's a guy in that Frozen movie.
Yeah.
He's actually a
He's a
snow
snowman.
person. Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna switch it to hot Dominican weather.
Hey, Brooksie.
Plus 30 every day.
Brooksy, would you like to build a snowman?
No. I actually hated that it was blizzarding when I got home, to be honest. It was the worst.
Oh, shucks.
And
Life
I
is so
instantly
hard
started
when you
peeling
get
all over my
home.
ear and my neck because it's so cold.
You know, you're losing our two viewers, my mom and my sister, right now by just talking about how bad it is to come home from an amazing vacation.
Yeah.
Anyway, the highlight of my trip
Thank you.
Some
was
of us are here all the time.
petting
2.5 years
I
since I've
can't,
had a
I can't.
vacation. All right,
petting
done. We're done. You can go now. You got this.
Okay. Petting a zebra.
Awesome.
That was my favorite part of the trip. Emma got to sit on top of the zebra, which was really crazy.
That sounds illegal.
Are zebras even native to the Dominican, or is
No,
it like imported?
so they were imported. There's this like big farm they have there. There's
Rescue?
so many
Tell
animals.
me that they're rescuing all these guys.
I don't know, but
Yeah, from other rich drug lords.
they have
Yep.
horses and cows from like all over the world, and they all have like these giant pins, but they bring one, I guess, every day apparently into this thing to show off to the people. And so when you're walking around, you can see all these different kinds of horses or whatever from all over the world, but they only choose one a day to like go in and show you. So one of them was a zebra because apparently it's a horse.
Hold on. Was it a horse painted like a zebra?
No, it was a yeah.
I'm asking because
They also have donkeys.
Kenny Powers on Eastbound and Down, season 2, he's in Mexico, and a guy doesn't end up paying him for a bet that he made. So La Flama Blanca, a.k.a. Kenny Powers, has to take his donkey, and he says, what am I going to do with this stupid donkey? And the guy says, well, you can paint him like a zebra and get tourists to pay for pictures. And so he walks around this donkey painted like a zebra, and people are paying him for pictures the whole
Oh
time. It's
no,
very
it was a real donkey. And yeah, and then we saw like some great big stallions like off like crazy mystical movies. Like there were so many different ones. And then
Mystical movie stallions?
yeah, like
Hold on a
they
second.
should have horns.
This sounds like something that needs a little more explanation. What makes the mystical movie stallions?
Just like giant, the biggest, strongest, longest legged, biggest mane, mystical looking horse I've ever seen in my life. Yeah.
I can get behind that.
What was that movie? There
Black
was like
Stallion.
an animated movie. was it
Spirit?
Disney? Yeah, Spirit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember watching that so much because it was.
Me
It
too.
was when I was a kid. It was on like everywhere.
Yeah, Spirit, but I only watched the movies.
Yeah, that's what
So
I mean.
then I
the
watched
movie.
the movies, and actually it was really funny. Brad got one that looked like Spirit, like the actual, and then I got one that looked like the girl. That, and it was cute.
Aw,
I used to
Cutesy.
watch that on VHS
Cutesy
tape.
couple time on the
Oh.
horses.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so we got to do that, and then we saw some cows, bulls, whatever, with the biggest horns. I kid you not, like bigger than this table on their heads. I don't even know how they carry them.
Those are Brahma bulls.
It was
bro. Those are
wild.
the big dogs.
And the one with the biggest horns came out, and then it did not want to move, and they had to get a bunch of people to like try and make it get off of this like thing. It was so funny. Anyway, that was my highlight, was seeing that, and then we got to swing over this giant cliff, which was also really scary and cool. And I touched a stingray, and I swam with sharks, and I didn't get slimed. Unfortunately,
That's all we wanted for you.
I know, at the Nickelodeon resort.
You guaranteed on this very show that
did.
because of the package that you had purchased, you would be getting slimed 1,000%.
I could, yeah, and I could have 1,000%, but just too many excursions, I guess. And then the one day we were thinking was broken, and then the second day it wasn't. We couldn't make it to the other side of the resort soon enough. So we waited too long to get slimed, and two of my kids one of them really didn't want to do it, almost cried over us telling her she was going to have to do it.
That's fair.
So we didn't end up getting slimed, but I saw some people get slimed, so it's kind of cool. And I also met SpongeBob and Squidward and the Fairly
That's
Odd
sweet.
Parents.
You ever get a Fairly Odd Parents?
Never even heard of it.
It's a cartoon.
Odd
Nickelodeon
Parents,
cartoon.
Fairly Odd Parents. It's what you get when you were a kid. It's Fairly Odd Parents.
I've never seen it. I just know of it.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's literally like the fairy parents.
Then I saw the Ninja Turtles too.
Cowabunga, dude.
Yeah, and Dora, their mascot for Dora is a straight nightmare fuel. It was so scary. I'm like, how do the kids look at this
What do they
without
call it?
having
Timu?
nightmares?
Timu?
It was a Timu Dora.
I like Robot
Dora.
Chicken's Dora skits.
Ah.
Those
Oh,
are
I
so
love
funny.
Robot Chicken. I
Robot
forgot
Chicken's
that was a
very
show.
funny. Love
Yeah.
that show.
Oh my gosh.
Starting to sweat now. I knew
Yeah.
this was a bad idea.
Why? Oh, wearing the robe.
I'm trying to be too comfy.
Take it off.
I don't want to go into full golf mode. I think I might have.
Look, he's wearing all these palm trees because I was just on a trip. Just
In
kidding.
honor of Brooksie, I pulled out the only shirt that I own that has a collar.
Yeah.
You
Anyway.
want a suit? You used it
wanna-
on the
The
very
only
first
other-
episode of your show.
The only other shirt I have.
You
Marge.
also have another one over there that has a collar.
All right, you got me. I got four. The only one that, well, no, because I have to wear the other one. I have just enough for the amount of times I need to wear collar.
To golf.
That's the one. To golf. Yeah, so this is my golf, and this is from, can you read that?
Oho?
No, you got to read it.
Oahu?
Kono? Kono?
Kona.
Kona.
Kona Country Club in beautiful Kona, Hawaii on the Big Island. I remember walking, sorry to put a stop on your story real
That's
quick.
fine. We can go right
This'll
into
be good.
different
We'll get back to it.
story times in other countries. Love
We're
it.
staying at the Salty Mermaid was the name of our Airbnb. It was very nice, right on the course. And I walked in with my normal shirt, and the guy said, "Sir, not at the Kona Club. What's wrong with you?"
Like your no sleeve normal shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly, I was not dressed to go and golf this immaculate course. So he sends me to the shirts, and I'm looking at them. Each one's like $150, $200 US. I'm like, do you have anything that's affordable? And he laughs like, there might be something on sale in the back there. And so he went through, and this one was like 75% off, and I got it for $60 American,
Yeah.
which
That's
is still
nice.
That's still
That's-
like crazy.
that you could buy a full round of golf here for
Yeah.
that. And it's like, man, all right. So I was like, I better make sure I wear this at least one more time. So I was
Yeah.
happy I got to show it off for our master's photo shoot.
And you probably wear that golfing here though quite a bit, no? You
Only when I
It's
have
nice.
to. I don't know if you know this or not about me, but I don't like being told what to do very much.
No, I know that.
no.
So when I go to a
Never would've
golf
guessed
course
that.
and they tell me, "Sir, you have to wear a collar,"
Do they actually make you wear a collar?
Lots of
Yeah.
places do, yeah.
Why?
Well,
It's
yeah.
dress code. It's supposedly. I know
You're
I'm
not
with you.
golf. You do
I'm with
everything
you.
else but golf.
The big thing is, like, I would golf if somebody offered it, but I'm left-handed. I'm not spending money on left-handed clubs.
Oh, you need left. Mm-hmm.
I
and
told them.
nobody golfs lefty, so
Both my brothers and my dad. So I got a
Well,
bunch of
one
them.
of these-
We can
one of these
put you one
days we'll do
together. But no, there is a method to the madness. The idea is you won't have jabronis like me on your course, desecrating it with our ugliness and lack of sleeves.
I think that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, but
It is because because I like to get tan on the golf course, but the tan I get is so dumb. Like I want to be able to wear.
topless. Me too.
Yeah, if I could wear this shirt topless. No. Not yeah.
I heard yeah. I'll go topless with you, bro. The point is that these places, they create this environment where everyone is, and it's all about spending, right? Everyone's spending a crap ton of money
That's a rich
that
person's
no one
sport for
has,
sure.
and
Yeah.
that's what it
rich
is.
person's
So when you're out there, they want everyone to be, of the commonality of we are all looking good, feeling good, golfing.
So
you get a
why
guy
can't
like
you
me
wear-
out there?
Why couldn't you just put sleeveless underneath your collared shirt, and as soon as you get away from like the clubhouse or
Don't
whatever,
say
just,
it out loud, dog.
Do you do that?
No, you know what I usually do is just take the shirt right off. I just go tarp off.
No, they would come after you if you did that.
No,
the
if they
cart
do,
guys,
you usually get one. And
Warning?
like, okay, yeah, one warning.
then you're like,
and
okay,
then,
I'll wear my shirt.
and then if he comes by again, say, sorry, I spilled something. Like, you always have an excuse. Like, they can't kick. Like, I once,
I got kicked off.
I've had one guy try to kick me off at the Willows. And I laughed in his face. I felt so bad. But we had buddies that were, again,
Why?
rightfully so, buddies who were driving the hills. Don't drive in the hills. Not allowed. Do not drive in the hills. I tell the boys, don't drive in the hills. Dude comes along, and he sees the other twosome in our group driving the hills. He says, if I catch you guys one more time in the hills, I'm going to kick you out of here. I'm telling you right now. Like, he was obviously had a bad day, had a bad agenda going on. I said, okay, yeah, no, that sounds good, sir. You got it. And he frigs off and then comes back again. The guys are in the hills again. He says, I warned you, you're out of here. I'm going to come with me. We're going in. We're kicking you off. And I just looked at the guy and said, dude, I hear what you're saying. I'm trying here, but you're not kicking us off the course. I'm a marshal. I can do whatever I want. It's like, okay, go back, tell them in the clubhouse you're kicking us off, and let me know how it goes. And then I just took off. And then, of course, he went, yelled at the clubhouse, and came back. I was like, so how'd it go? He's like, you guys are playing slow. Get your pace up. And then just took off. Like, that's what I thought. Like,
Lol.
if you, like, sure, if you're out there, like, smashing the course and trashing it and being pieces of garbage, yeah, kick them off.
what does it mean
But
to
if you're
drive
just-
in the hills?
So you want to stay on the cart paths, okay?
Okay.
And if you go off the cart paths, they have a thing called a 90-degree rule where you can stay on the cart path till you get your ball, and you go 90 degrees. and then never go in the hills because the whole course is lined, like all the holes are lined with these hills that go up and down. It's very fun to drive in.
Yeah, it is.
And
Scary too.
it's dangerous. That's the whole point. Is people roll these carts because you get a couple drinks in you and you get
I
confident and down you
almost
go.
died
Yeah,
once.
it's not safe. So there is a reason for it. And the problem was I knew the guy. Like the Nickel family has been with the Willows since its inception. Like we moved from the Saskatoon East Golf Course to the Willows strictly because the Willows took on Nickel Plumbing as a client. You support us, we support you. Just like this place. You support us, we're going to support you. That's how you will see results from advertising with us. And that was ingrained in me in a very young age. So when you've been golfing there, and not only that, I worked in the maintenance shed for a couple years. I worked in the back shop for a couple years. Spent my whole life at this golf course. And this dude's coming over trying to flex on us. It's like, man, like I know you. You're normally friendly to me.
Yeah.
So it's one of those little things where it's like, pick and choose your battles. But always be nice. Like it was never a negative thing. We let him sort of work through it. Be kind to your marshals, I think is the point of this story.
Yeah. Yeah. I used
like
to
that?
work on a golf course.
Cart girl?
Cart girl, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. The stories. I felt so bad for so many cart girls over the years.
It's
Like the
weird.
harassment that goes on there. I've always,
But you know what?
it's not good.
I'm really good with handling like harassment or like bullying or like weird creeps. Mostly weird creeps. I'm really good at like.
That's fine, but that doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right, but if they're gonna tip me enough,
Don't say it. No.
I'll just deal with it.
No.
No, why
You
not?
should not-
I'm never gonna see them again.
Yeah, but you're a human being. You should be treated as such. You shouldn't be treated like a piece of meat.
Well,
Simple.
They can't treat me like a piece of meat. It's not like they're gonna go home with me. They're
No,
not gonna have anything
but
to
if
do
they're-
with me
if
except
they're
for
g-
giving me their money.
Whilst,
Well, what?
well, talking dirty.
No, I don't feel any
Okay.
type of way towards it.
That's fair. This could be an argument for another day.
No, it could be, but like, I don't know. I just feel like I just don't give them the energy that they're looking for a reaction.
that's
so
fine.
I'm just like, whatever.
I just know I've been a part of many, many, many golfing groups, and I've seen people that have been pretty disrespectful to the cart ladies.
Yeah, there's like a
And make-
line
and
that
make-
you can cross.
and make
you
no
might get throat
mistake,
punched.
The guys that do cart girling or cart guying, I guess, for ladies' nights.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's way worse.
I don't
That's
know.
what I've told. That's what I've been told from people who have driven the cart. And also, make no mistake, the handsomest gentleman you'll ever come across, dressed very scantily clad, out serving drinks to the ladies on ladies' night. Short shorts, cut off shirts. Like, where's the collars on those shirts, hey?
That's how you make money.
I guess so. I don't like it. Hey, we got an email.
Ooh.
If you're enjoying what you're seeing right now, if you want to be a part of this amazing movement that has begun in the Dufferin Avenue Media Network studios inside the Concrete Services Clubhouse, come be a part of the team. Let us advertise for you. Let us help get the word out for your organizations, your charities. You got show ideas. You want to come and check the place out, whatever it is, let us know. Okay? It's real easy. Just email us. Have you heard the song yet?
No.
Oh my God. You're
I
gonna
can't
love
hear
this.
it now.
Here it is. Oh, you're going to.
Oh, you sing.
I sing it.
Oh, okay.
Just send us an email to contact@dufferinave.com. That is the email. This is the theme song.
I feel
Get
like,
out of
I
here.
feel like that was ripped off from something.
Yeah, like every commercial. That was the real lack of effort over there. We'll try it again on the
Is it
website. Real
Monday?
Anders made a website. It is Monday. That's why I was wearing the robe before. I had a little case of the Mondays.
Monday.
And then you Mondayed me up.
With the
You
Garfield.
Garfielded me, so now I'm double Mondays, which is basically like a Tuesday, isn't it?
I don't know.
All right. You want to toss this with me or no?
I am. Which way? This
It goes
way?
this way. We're going to throw it in LB's face. Ready? 1, 2, 3. LB the goat! The reaction time, a little bit
I'm kind
lacking.
of concerned that he's a pilot with that reaction time.
Dude, you know
You know,
what?
I'm intentionally waiting.
Any
that long, right?
concerns I've had about him being a pilot, any concerns at all?
Did you go in?
No, but his mom's gone up with him 3 times now, so I know he's going
I
As a
think-
guy who knows his
What's the
mom,
weight
if she's
limit
going
again?
up.
It depends on the plane and the orientation. Oh, I can take. That's not a concern with Gary. That's totally.
I mean,
fine.
I know I'm a little overweight right now, but come on, bro.
The only reason I haven't taken
just
Gary
kidding,
up is because I'm trying to find a couple of pieces of equipment so we can record it and then show that to the people. Because I think you have some good reactions.
Are you scared of heights?
Big time.
Oh, but you don't mind planes.
No, I
Unless,
just don't look out very often.
unless-
Normally, like
have you ever been in a teeny little plane like that?
I've been in the cigar tube plane.
He's been in the same planes that I flew.
Oh,
I
okay.
flew one,
Yeah.
actually. Like,
Oh.
not really, but I got to take off. It was too windy for me to land, but I got to take off. That's when I realized this is not for steering. You steer
on
with
the
your
ground.
feet.
On the ground, you steer with your feet.
Yeah, blew my mind.
Yeah.
Absolutely blew my mind.
Whoa.
Hey, you guys, real quick, I got to tell you something.
I remember my very first lesson when my instructor was like, "So do you know how pilots steer or steer on the ground?" I'm like, "With their feet." I'm like, I felt like so. And he's like, "Yeah, you're right." I felt like the smartest guy in the world because I knew.
You thought you were?
Yeah.
Or you knew the whole time?
Well, I knew the whole time, right?
Well, I thought he
But I
guessed.
felt like the
hell of a
smartest
guess.
guy. I'm like, I know they steer with their feet.
That's so crazy.
Well, it is something that no one knows.
Well, now you know.
So the only reason, so why does it go like this?
So you
What do you
can
mean?
fly in the sky.
Like, why does
Well,
it
that's
move like
for-
this?
that's
I
for
know
the sky.
up, down.
That's in the
So
sky.
when you are up in the sky,
right.
it does.
So
So it
Gotcha.
flips.
you also use your feet a
Barrel
little bit
roll.
when you're in the air, but not as much. So there's 3 axes of movement.
Welcome to Flying with LB.
So when you pull and push on the yoke, that's pitch
down.
up and down, and then when you roll like turn,
Barrel
that's,
roll.
That's no barrel rolls are different.
Oh, okay.
People get that confused. Anyway, that's rolling left and right, and the feet on the ground it controls the nose wheel to steer.
Oh, yeah.
But and then in the air it also controls the rudder. So that's how you like yaw.
So the nose,
Yaw.
the nose wheel and the rudder are on the same thing.
Why is it
Sort of.
called
They're
yaw?
separate, but they're connected in a lot of smaller planes. In bigger planes, they're disconnected, and you actually have a tiller, which is like a little
I gotcha.
steering wheel for on the ground. But
Tiller.
Hey, ya.
Yaw.
Hey, ya.
Yaw. Yaw.
Can I tell you guys about mortgages?
yes. Sorry.
I'm so pumped for this.
Mortgages. I
Have
need
you
one.
heard these? Do you actually?
I need a new. Ours is coming up.
Have I got the guy for you, Brooksie? Let me tell you more. Get pre-approved
Whoa.
before you shop. You ready for more?
Yeah.
The housing market is heating up, Brooksie, and homes are selling fast. Now, if you're serious about buying, getting pre-approved isn't just smart. It's essential, bro. Okay? Essential.
Okay.
There's more. Mobile Rente with TMG, the mortgage group, will help you know exactly how much you can afford so you can make strong, confident offers.
I don't want to make an offer. I just need to renew mine.
I'm
He does
just
that
telling
too.
you, strong,
I'm sure he
confident
can help you renew them
offers.
too.
Oh, sick.
I'm sure he can do it all.
He could do everything.
Do you know why? He has access to multiple lenders. He'll secure the best rates and terms for you, making the process simple and stress-free.
Wow, that's what I need. Stress free.
Brooksie, don't lose out on your dream home, all right? Get pre-approved today.
Gary, how do you contact him?
Mobile Rente with mortgages made simple. Not with mortgages. Mortgages made simple. It's a statement. Thank you for asking. I'll call or text him 306-370-5804. Again, we have a lot of fun with these live reads. It's like everything here is fun. That's what I mean. When I say we do advertising properly here, that's what I mean.
Is that him?
It's natural, it's awesome, and it's simple, and it's affordable, and it's fun.
I have this little hair stick.
Fun. It's all fun.
All
I
right.
love that. Garfield. You got me Garfielding on this Monday.
Yeah. So back to my trip.
I was waiting for it. But I had a question.
Okay, go.
What was the coolest animal that you touched?
The zebra.
But you also touched a stingray,
Yeah. a stingray.
shark,
And a monkey.
donkey.
And a donkey.
I'm sure there was some lizards in there.
I actually didn't touch a lizard this time.
You went to South America and you didn't touch a lizard?
No, but I tried. They're fast and little. I saw only one big lizard, and it was a person walking on the beach, and I was like, I don't want to pay him $10 to hold that lizard. So
That's fair.
Yeah.
I thought you were calling the person a lizard for a second.
Any conspiracy theorists out there? Lizard people? We're going to need
Lizard people.
Wait, the
let's talk
queen was
about
on the
it.
beach?
Yeah.
That could have got really dark. We're getting out of there. Get out of that spot. Tell us more about your trip, Brooksie. You're at the Nickelodeon Resort in beautiful Dominican Republic.
Yeah, and basically, I just want to say, if you have a family and you're looking for a reasonable priced all-inclusive trip, I would check out the Nickelodeon Resort. But if you do not want to get stuck in a membership like us and pay a bunch of money, do not talk to the prestige people there. I love
Sounds like it's getting negative here. I
No,
don't like that.
I was gonna say I love our membership, but it will eat up 4 to 5 hours of your time if you're not looking to spend the extra money to become a member. So just be aware, because anytime you go to a resort, if you sit there, it'll be a lot of your time. But they will give you something in return to doing it, or sell you a whole ass membership like I have now. So, and if
You
anybody,
sound like somebody who just got taken to the cleaners and you're trying to
did.
justify it.
No, but I'm gonna say if anybody wants to take a really, really cheap trip, I have an opportunity for you. Anyone, literally anyone. I don't even have to know them. They said
Breaking
to take
news.
a trip in any resort for 7 days. Not any resort. You have to search up one. But anyways, $350 for a 7-day all-inclusive of your trip, as long as you could find it or you can travel during the times that they give you. So yeah. Anyway,
How come you can get that for me?
because I have a membership with Prestige.
So I haven't gone on any sort of vacation in over 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to say, hey, I'd like to go on a vacation next week, would you be able to hook me up for $350?
Oh, wait, $350 for the entire vacation.
For the entire week, but you have to pay for your flights there.
Oh, that's where they get you, because that'll be where.
Yeah, but normally, like they were showing me a place in Jamaica, which is usually $500 to $700 a night for what the resort, and you could stay there in Jamaica for $350
Very interesting.
for the whole trip. And then me and Brad have like WestJet rewards, and he has a WestJet card, and he has companion flights, so most of our flights are like pretty cheap anyway. But as part of the membership, you could also buy onto this thing where you get money back every time you book a flight. So you basically like get your money back every time you book a flight. But it only is good if you travel a lot. And me and Brad can't afford to travel like 3 times a year. Maybe like once a year. Twice maybe.
Well, lucky you.
Well, hold on.
Because of our membership though.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is I need to go on a vacation and you can make that happen.
I can, yeah. And I can for anyone. I don't even need to know you. But I have to use them.
Seems a little fishy, right?
Yeah.
No,
This
All right.
No, I only get to use 2 a year of the 350. Then I get a bunch of other things that I can use. But for that, I have to use, and I don't get to keep them. So once the year goes on, they're just gone.
Bro,
And me and Brad can't travel this year. So we have 2 to use.
this sounds like a timeshare type situation
kind of
right
is.
here. Are we on the bottom end of the pyramid scheme right now? Is there any pyramidness to these stories?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, it basically, I'm not gonna lie, it basically is a timeshare, but
It's not a pyramid scheme. It's a triangle plan.
there's parts of it that aren't like a timeshare.
Hey, you just said something that raised eyebrow for me.
She said a lot of things that raised my
Yeah,
eyebrows.
well, like
Whatever.
just within the last sentence.
I will send you somewhere for $350 for the whole week. You just gotta find your flights,
Okay, let's do it.
and
You want to
I'll
fly me to
show
PA,
you.
bro? Can
No,
you get me a
sure.
week in PA?
no,
I'd love to go hang
I
out.
can get you literally anywhere.
Actually, I already have a place I can stay. We can stay at Calvin's place in PA. It's a
I
good
also
place.
get like discounts for hotels and resorts all over the world from like 60 to 80% off everything that's affiliated with them, and they're owned by Paramount. So like,
Bro, this is like one of the one of the most like look at me moments you've ever had.
Yeah.
No.
You're flexing
It really
so
is.
hard
I'm not
right
trying
now.
to flex. I'm trying
I'm
to.
just sitting here like,
Flexing.
wow, I wish I could go to Banff.
I'm
you know?
trying
like, I
to
wish
tell
I
you
could even drive
guys
out somewhere out of province.
that I have been trying to like tell people we have this and to get people to use it, but nobody's taking up on us yet to
Because
do
it
it.
sounds like a scam.
But it's not, because we just went on a free trip
yeah,
to
but it
Nickelodeon
sounds. You
through
understand
them.
how this sounds to people, right?
It sounds crazy. I know, but it's
Exactly.
true. And I didn't believe it until we finally went on our trip, which was like a free trip for us and our whole family. We just had to pay for the flights. Anyway, well, technically not really free, but
This is the Monday edition of your show. Saskatoon's only live show, 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. And I always say that it's very special to us that we do that because no one else will. And when you're doing something no one else does, people start to notice. You use the term, I'm not going to lie.
who did? Me?
You did.
And then I lied?
Well, no, you didn't. Where
but
the
that
hell
means-
does this come from?
That means that you lie
All the
lot,
time.
right?
Like, you lie so much that you
Yeah.
have to go out of your way to tell someone, hey, by the way, I'm
not
not
gonna
lying
lie.
right
Yeah,
now.
right?
Okay, this is real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, is that how this started?
No, I think it comes from when I'm about to say something that sounds unbelievable, that I'm like, but I don't lie all the time. You know, I'm a very bad liar if I try to lie.
Yeah.
But I think it comes from, for me, I'm about to tell you guys something that people think is fake.
They won't believe
And
it.
so I'm saying I'm not going to lie because people are like, that's not real. You're lying. So I'm setting people up to know, like, hey, I'm about to tell you something that sounds not real, but it is.
Okay, so that's from you. But the saying as a whole,
Yeah.
where the hell did that come from?
Not going to lie.
People use it all the time, and it's turned into one of those things. Just like for me, of course, vibe, not gonna lie, you should. Those things, like there's a bunch more. I got a whole list in my phone. Those
That you
things
just hate?
piss me off. And I don't just sit there and complain about them because no one wants to be a little bitch complaining on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I want to know what the deal is with these.
I didn't even notice I said it.
See, that's the thing. I think it just you take on the phrases of people around you. Like the more time you spend around someone. So if somebody starts saying
And I used to live
what
with
I
a
mean?
pathological liar, so that's probably actually where I picked it up.
But like one person starts doing it, and then the people around them pick it up, and then it's a butterfly effect. It just keeps
it just grows.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like, and a lot of them too are like crutches for people, like an opportunity for you to let your brain think while you're in conversation.
And also, I mean, like the internet too. Social media. There's like those catchphrases and stuff, and then the more and more time people spend on those, the more it's ingrained.
The
in
new
our-
one that people are saying are you're gonna crash out, bro, which means like you're gonna have like a mental breakdown apparently. So Kala was like frustrated that something was touching her burn, and she's like, I'm about to crash out. And I'm like, what are you even saying to me right now? Anyway, so that's a new one in the
Crash
books
out?
for you guys to know. Yep.
I'm so many behind. There was a
We
time.
basically need like a daily check-in with what the new slang is.
I know. I ask my kids all the time.
Yeah, you should be our slang gal.
Yeah, I could.
Bring in that new slang.
Crash out.
We always
new
do your
slang.
Facebook updates. I noticed we don't have any today.
No.
Would have been nice.
I
We
could
got a whole
double-
intro
I
for
could
it. It's okay.
check.
No.
No, I'm doing it
I had
anyway.
a time with Tim Stone, the
Ooh.
best afternoon show host in all the universe. Shout out to Tim Stone. C95, check him out. The guy does like 10 hours of radio a day. It's insanity.
Isn't he on Z99 as well?
He's on everything.
Yeah,
The
he's
guy
on
is
all of them.
everywhere, and I miss him, and I love him so much. Tim, if you ever hear this, I love you so much, and I miss you dearly. My big thing, and I was telling him, he said I should go for it, was anytime I would be in a position where I could use the term, hey, not going to lie, I'm going to start just using the term, hey, I am going to lie to you right now. And just see if people like pick up on it.
Yeah.
Hey, I am going to lie to you. That looks great on you. It might be fun. Oh, we got one.
I found two from
We got
12 years
two.
ago.
Here we go in a more compact version of the cringe, we call it. We haven't got to cringe since you've been gone.
I know.
Don't
You
we have
read
an intro every for
Brooksie's.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but This one's a.
It's really a good intro. It's got a puking sound on it.
I know.
I love the puking sound. All right, this is from 12 years ago. And I like to read these Facebook update posts in my Brooksie voice. The old farmhouse burnt down. This is really sad. I don't feel good making fun of this anymore. Goodbye, all my childhood memories. You really should have let me proofread
Yeah.
this first. That is. I'm
started off on the
sorry,
wrong foot
Brooksy.
there.
I apologize.
Oh my God! So many things burnt down.
All
on
right,
the
let's
farm,
try the
actually.
other one here because let's just move right along. Okay. Wendy Brooks, 12 years ago on this day. Wendy Brooks has officially never been in this much pain waking up after a night of partying. WTF did I do to my ribs?
Probably jumped off a house.
No, jumped off the house because it's burning down.
Possible. And then you put a D with a
Sad
couple
face.
dots.
That's the emojis back in the day when they didn't have any. It's a homemade emoji.
Where does it emoji?
No, this is like this face. Oh. Look, that's his eyes.
Oh, it's like this.
Oh.
right.
Oh. Anyway,
Emojis have come a long way.
that's you know
That's
what?
fun.
I
That's what
think
Brooksie's
this
up
was
to.
when I was sitting on the couch and somebody made me laugh so hard, and I was in a basement and I fell backwards and I fell on my ribs, and they've been broken ever since on cement. Yep.
Dang, bro.
Boom.
Rib
Don't laugh
shot.
so hard at a party.
You ever cracked a rib?
Nope.
Dude.
Not that
Have you
I'm
ever
aware of.
bruised the rib or like had rib pain before?
Any rib?
Oh, yeah, probably.
It hurts
No, you'd
so
remember.
bad.
You
Like
would
you
know.
can't even like cough
can't
or
breathe.
sneeze
No,
or breathe.
probably
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Like when I would cough or sneeze, I would full blown cry. Like I'd be in the middle of work, like helping someone like cash out, and then I'd
Nothing.
Crash
That,
out.
nothing that bad.
cash out.
I actually had one recently right here. Remember when I was just leaning over like this to get something, and I popped it.
I remember that. Yeah.
And
Old
I remember
man.
saying like, man, something really popped in there. 2 weeks. Every breath I took into my body felt like
Every
someone had a knife
breath
right
you
there.
take.
Yeah.
I'll be missing you. It's a good song.
Is that what it is?
That's not the
That's
words.
not the words.
You guys, I guess we don't talk about Diddy anymore. That was such a good song that he wrote for Notorious Big when he passed away. I'll be missing you.
Diddy wrote that?
I know it's I'll be watching you.
Yeah, that's the original one.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
creepy.
Diddy did a remake for
The I'll Be
Biggie.
Watching You sounds
Creepy.
like something P. Diddy would write.
Yeah. It's so ironic though. It's a song about a stalker that's written by the police.
Yeah. That's the band.
So
True
ironic.
story. Yep.
That's so random.
Anyways, every time you breathe, it's like someone stabbed me. The other time I cracked a rib was on a penalty shot while I was playing floor hockey in Slave Lake, Alberta. Totally scored with a broken rib. I got tripped up on breakaway, landed on the gym floor, cracked the rib, got up. So much pain, went down, scored the goal, and then went to the doctor. And he's like, yeah, you broke it. So, and that's the first time I ever experienced this. And I go, so what do we do? Nothing. You have to let it heal.
Yeah.
That's how ribs work. So there's nothing you can do except just power through the pain. That's
I've been
why
fortunate.
ribs
I've never
are
That's
had
like my
any
pinky toe.
rib problems or
Ribs are
anything. Mostly
bad.
just, yeah.
You've had all the other ones.
I've had all the other problems. Yeah.
It's got knees, back, neck. Just not ribs yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
the
not
ribs
doing
are a
enough
hard
cool
one.
shit. You
Ribs
gotta
is
do
the
really cool
worst
stuff.
one I've ever dealt with, I think.
Yeah, it's bad.
And I broke my pinky toe, and it breaks every time I wear heels.
I broke my middle toe.
You
I
did?
don't
That's
know
an
how-
interesting one.
I was in Vancouver two or 3 years ago, and I was going out into the ocean, and I like fully kicked a rock, and I don't
Kick
know.
rocks.
That's how you
Yeah.
get. That's how you get a middle
I
toe.
don't, I don't,
That's
but I don't know
karma.
how it was just the middle toe, but yeah, no, it was broken, and then
It
I
had to be
broke
karma.
broke another one. Or was it the same one? When
Man,
I was
oceans can get
when I was out here, and I was only a couple months ago, and I was goofing around out in the yard, and then
Here?
yeah, and I
Oh, yeah, I remember that. You and Brooklyn, your
slipped
girlfriend.
and like slammed my toe into the bottom part of the door. Yeah,
And were you
Same
doing
toe or
it? Hold
different
on.
toe?
different toe on the other foot.
A middle
you-
toe?
Yeah,
You just have long middle toes.
yeah, I guess so.
I need to see these.
Weren't you doing it for Brooklyn too? Like you were being a gentleman, and that's how you heard it.
Well, not exactly. I was goofing off in front of her.
Showing off. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Aw.
Not goofing off, showing. off.
True love.
And then he comes into the studio. He's like, I broke my toe. It's like, yeah, sure
Actually, at
you
first
did.
I thought I'd broken about 3 toes.
Yeah.
But,
But it's just one.
Straight
one.
faced though. He straight faced it. Very manly.
Just the middle toe. You have to have
and then the
long
nail
middle
turned
toes.
black and fell off, and the usual.
Dang.
Actually, I can't even be mad at that because my pinky toenail in high school used to fall off all the time.
Yeah.
Like, why does it just fall off?
Have you? Well, you have to have a like big time traumatic impact for the toenails to fall. That's what I learned. My big toenail fell off after I destroyed my toe.
I think, I mean, it doesn't always have to be that, like, because my mom, she walks a lot. Like,
Yeah,
she
shoes
does
and
like,
wear and tear.
15,000 steps a day easily, and hers are always falling off.
Yeah.
So I think
Maybe
it's
it's
just,
footwear.
yeah, it's just could be like it rubbing. or
Also, my
something.
pinky toenails kind of like grow up a little. So, like, that's probably why.
Yeah, toes and feet.
Honestly, shoes
Yeah.
have ruined feet, like for humans. Like you look
Yeah.
at like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
The
our
ground.
feet, they're all.
Touch
And we have
grass.
so many
Touch
feet
that
problems. But then
grass,
you look
bro.
at like some of those like tribes that like don't wear shoes and
Yeah.
stuff, and their feet all look like so like they're so like splayed out. But
And
that's
the-
what they're supposed to be.
And not just that, their posture.
Yeah,
It all starts with the feet.
yeah.
As we all sit up.
Speaking of posture, I
Everyone's
noticed
just
at the
slowly
gym the other
pushing
day,
it out.
I'm literally getting a hunch on my back, and I was like,
Don't say
this
that.
cannot be happening to me. And so for the whole trip, I was trying to like be as proper as possible, but
How'd it go?
not good. I suck at having good posture. I need one of those back
suck at
things.
I
Yeah.
definitely have bad posture because my spine grew weird, and
You have scoliosis?
I have that, and then also I have it's called Schurman's
joking.
kyphosis.
What
Of course you do.
is that?
Yeah, it's like instead of like the discs in your back being like perfectly flat, they're like a wedge shape. So you stack a bunch of wedges and it turns into a curve.
So you have
Yeah, and then also that means I have like
Do you need
I can't remember no, not unless it gets a lot worse. But then like the cartilage in between the discs will
Yeah.
like bubble up into the
yeah.
the
you
vertebrae,
get
and
some
it's
good
really
cracks,
painful.
Probably.
Oh
eh?
yeah,
It's probably so loud.
yeah.
You probably look like a little shrimp.
That cartilage stuff,
Yeah.
that's what I had in my neck. C4 and
Yeah.
C5 was cartilage and bone spurs.
Yeah,
They go right in there, just
mine's like
root it
right
out.
in the middle of my back, and it's.
Oh my god.
That might be something you could look into. Laser Spine Institute in Arizona. They'll go in with a little roto-rooter tool, and they'll take out all the bone spur and ligament to put that space back into the
That's what you
discs.
did?
Yeah. It works really good. Mike,
Sounds expensive.
mine was, it was only, only $25,000. Shout out to
That's how
the
much
good
my
Lord above
IVF
and,
is.
my family. Yeah, it's a lot. But if you are a chronic pain person, It's like the only options you got.
I'm just so
I mean,
used to it.
I'm
now
sure
that
lots of people would go in
That's it.
debt to get rid of that pain.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And they try, and lots of it doesn't work. That's the other issue.
Oof.
Like
Going
I
down
went
and it
from
doesn't work.
I went from waking up in the morning to having no pain, and then over time, like a couple months after the surgery, and then once I started to recover, once I got back into work, it started out I'd wake up in the morning with no pain, and then once I sat down at my station, it would start to creep in, and then eventually now it's pretty much back. But I still get that morning. I call it like the best part of the day when you wake up in the morning and got no pain.
Yeah.
The best.
And you're so comfy in your bed.
Yeah.
And it's like, why couldn't I have been
And
this
then you start
comfy to go to
moving.
bed?
Yeah, and then it gets bad. It's rough.
I think it's also those blue chairs. Because
you mean those fantastic blue chairs?
Because you sat in that your whole life, probably at Rolco. And that's every time I sit in one of those chairs, I pull my neck.
I'll tell you, we did. I paid for an ergonomic assessment to be done of the control room at work there, and they said it was one of the worst workstations they've ever seen because the TVs
Yeah.
or the monitors, were at different levels. The keyboards were at different levels.
Yeah.
I was always turning right on a chair that was broken, on a
Yeah.
floor mat that was broken. They couldn't believe that that's where I was working. They said this is 100% the reason why you were struggling
Especially
with
when you
chronic
go
pain.
into the building and it's so nice.
Hey, it is what it is. That's like we're not here to complain
Yeah.
about it. I do want to know
But those
about
chairs-
I
the
think,
weekend.
I think every place you ever gonna go.
Oh, yeah.
Because
That's how it is.
That's not a concern for a lot of companies.
And nor should it be, right?
Well,
No,
at
right?
Wendy
Like,
Brooks Media, you get a standing desk.
Here at the Dufferin Avenue Media Network, we get whatever LB finds for you. To sit.
At a cheap price.
we got 2 new chairs for $40.
Yeah, honestly, these
I
are,
still owe
these
him
are the
$40. Don't let me
best.
forget. I got to pay him $40.
See, he's in the devil blue chair. Watch
Yeah.
your neck.
Dude, it's fine.
It can't get any worse.
Okay. Yeah, I can.
You do understand those are dumpster chairs, right?
Devil blue chair.
They were in the dumpster.
Yeah.
That's where we got them.
Yeah.
If anyone asked, that's where
I
we got
also had one of
Hey,
those. I just got rid of it.
You told me about something that went on in our beautiful city this weekend. Where were you at? I can't remember.
Me? Oh, I was at Gardenscape.
Gardenscape.
and
Thank
I watched Super Dogs.
That's what I wanted to get
Yeah.
into
What
is
before we
that?
call it Super Dogs. It's everything you and I have ever wanted to go watch. It's like
so,
it's like puppy
you've never
agility
seen
stuff.
Super Dogs? They have it at the X every year. They have it at
I
like
don't go to the X.
Have you seen any puppy agility before, where they like go up and down the teeter totter and jump over stuff?
And they,
I've
like-
seen it on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
That's it. It's
So-
dogs being awesome.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
it was like a summer days one. So they started off with like the agility, and then they did this picnic basket game where they had like split the dogs into 2 teams, and they have to go back and forth putting stuff in the picnic basket. And then they had this new thing that they're adding that it's like a dancing one. So they like teach their dogs all these crazy dances and dance moves and
Dancing dogs.
Yeah, and then the one person will get on their back and put up their feet, and the dog will jump on top of their feet and like hold itself and prance on top of the feet while the guy's on his back.
That's
and
so cute.
it's like the craziest. And they'll do flips off of him, jump on the back, and then they did this frisbee thing, and the guy was like throwing it off his back,
Yeah.
and the dog was jumping off him, back flipping and catching the frisbee in the air. It was like the craziest thing ever.
Super dogs, bro.
Super Dog.
Not just a
Follow
clever
them on
name.
Instagram. It's literally
Not just clever.
I don't have Instagram.
Super Dog official. Are we frozen?
We are frozen. That's okay. Look at LB's face. It's okay. It's okay. They can still hear us.
Yeah.
Oh, it's back a little bit.
He's no,
Wait
it's
for
not.
it. Yeah, it is. It moved a little bit.
He is
I'm LB.
questioning
I am
Super Dogs.
unimpressed with what Brooksie's saying.
Why
right
are you
now.
questioning
I
Super
am.
Dogs like that?
He was, not me. I love Super Dogs.
Oh, we got a reboot.
Reboot. And look at that. We have like 4 minutes to go. You can't even get in there. That's close.
Move over.
Very close. Well, they know. You guys see the on-air sign.
Let me
Bro,
in.
don't be weird. You're being weird.
Let me in.
Stop it.
Hi.
Ugh.
Let me in.
All right, you can come in. Jeez. Frig off. Cozy up to the old tooth booth here. Shout out to Dr. Funkhauser. Don't you dare ASMR right now.
Okay, I can't get in here.
Dr. Hausman and Associates. What are you doing?
I don't know why it's sore.
I don't know. I want to talk more about Super Dog. Do you think Maggie could perform in Super Dogs?
Yeah, there was a 3-legged dog there, and it was so fast. It was missing his front leg, and it actually went that picnic thing, right? That
Yeah.
that picnic thing.
Yeah.
It won. It was faster than all the other dogs with 4 legs. So Maggie could totally do it.
That's what I'm saying. I do tell people, and I'm pretty sure no one ever believes me when I say that Maggie is just as fast as the other dogs when she's in the dog park. You can't tell she only has 3 legs. It's incredible.
Yeah, actually, it
very cool.
blends in with her fur. It's just
And
hidden.
she's just so fast. Look at that. That is why LB is the OG.
He fixed the crash out.
He does everything. You know, we don't give him enough credit here. I feel like this place needs to have like an LB day.
Well,
No,
maybe
thank
he
you.
needs
No,
an employee of the month.
No, I really
No,
don't.
he's
want
like me.
either
This
of
is
those
why I
things.
say that. He is exactly like me. He hates to be acknowledged in any way.
Ah, shoot.
And
Oh, now we can't
now he's
acknowledge
flustered.
him.
That's
Now
what I
he's
mean.
all-
Now he's flustered.
Now he doesn't know what's happening.
He's taking himself right out of it.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done.
I'm
with you
done
guys.
here today. But no, the stuff he does, man, it's unbelievable. And I'm so grateful. So the Super Dogs over the weekend, love that. What about gardenscape-wise? You come home with any new plants?
I did. We got 2 new prayer plants. They're the ones that in the daytime prayer at nighttime or in the daytime they are open, and then at night they close like they're praying. It's really cool actually. And the first time it ever happened, I watered this plant Brad brought home and it was all open, and an hour later I went back to look at it and it was all closed, and I thought I
mad at
killed
you,
it.
yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, what is he gonna do? And he came home and he's like, oh well, like I think it's a
praying.
prayer plant. And then we Googled it and we found out that it actually just completely closes. So we got that. And then I got a present for Cora because her birthday's on Wednesday.
Make sure we don't forget. We have to wish her a happy birthday.
Yeah. And then I got a bunch of snacks and food and chocolate and hot chocolate and jam. And I got spicy pickles and they're so good.
I don't know why your voice had to change for that last
Yeah,
part, but that's okay. Sounds like a Venus flytrap to me, LB.
That's what I was gonna say. It sounds like
I
a
could tell.
like a
You're on the
Venus
same
flytrap.
page there, yeah.
I've had one of those before.
I've always wanted one.
I killed mine really fast, but I put a fly in its mouth and it did in fact eat it.
Well, that's its whole job, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why it's called a Venus
Yeah, if it didn't
flytrap.
do that,
They
you
used
just
to
got yourself a
say-
plant. He's got a Jake.
They used to sell them at
Just a
Freshco.
mean racist.
If I ever see one, I'll buy you one then.
Okay, I'd love that.
That could be kind of fun to have on the side.
I have a
But
cactus.
Aren't you sad when bugs die?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be sad to you?
Well, they'd already be dead. I have a bunch of dead ones over here.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
just in the
You
windowsill.
just got to pull off the tape and
Yeah,
feed
you
them all
know.
those ladybugs.
Not ladybugs, maple bugs. There was a couple ladybugs in there.
There
It was very
was
sad.
ladybugs. It was
It
a
was
sad
very
day.
sad. No, I'll give you that. And did anything else happen over the weekend? As we like to talk about all things Saskatoon here, as we are hyper local and we love to promote our beautiful city.
Wasn't there some like pop culture thing at WDM?
Yes.
What was it? Someone talked to
It
me.
was like I don't remember. I remember seeing something about it and then forgetting about it completely. It was like a pop culture show or Comic Con or some.
Oh.
That can't be right,
I
because
don't
we
know.
would have been there.
I would have saw them
We're all
walking
over
around.
those things. Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but there was a bunch of people
Comic-Con.
in like, I don't know, cosplaying and stuff.
Huh, maybe
So,
then.
I think we
Well,
missed one.
Interesting.
Gotta ask the Ryan.
We're lined up.
Network.
We're lined up for a couple. And I keep
Yeah.
seeing emails that we got these spots
Yeah.
with these events. So we'll see what it's like. LB, I'm going to try to do this from here. What do you think the odds are? I haven't done this in a while.
Fade.
No. We want outro. I'm going to go for it.
Hit it.
Everyone
Okay,
ready?
Here we go.
Hold on,
Dun,
better turn
da-da-da.
it on. Hold on. I'm going to turn the transmitter on.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Works.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I got this guy, man. This guy. We're going to have an LB day without him knowing. It's going to be the best LB day.
Tomorrow.
If you
won't be here.
do,
We'll
I'm
do it.
gonna leave.
We'll do it when you're not here.
Right now.
Matt.
It's right now. The last 1 minute.
Stop
LB day.
stealing my move. I'm the guy who says, no, not me. Blah, blah. You got to take some of that.
You're rubbing off on him. You guys need to be more positive about yourselves.
Have you not noticed
Celebrate
this enough?
you.
Do you know how this works? Dragon
No, I'm trying
is
to-
Network Ryan.
Dragon is a mini network, Ryan, and I'm a mini Gary.
And Uncle Brando is us as well.
Yeah.
That's how it works. I don't know where you fit in yet.
I'm not either. I'll tell you that much. I'm right in the middle.
You're just like a third wheel.
I'm just trying to climb aboard. Let me on.
What's that called? Like like a iguana that changes its stripes to fit in? The camouflage?
Yeah.
Gecko?
Gecko? Sure. Whatever it is, you change the spots to fit in.
Different ones.
Save money with Geico. Just kidding. Sponsor us.
Mondays. These Monday shows, man, it's so fun because it's always relaxed. I try to make sure we leave it pretty open for stuff, but lots of times it backfires because people can't make it in. So to Brooksie, thank you for making it in and saving the day.
I helped.
Really appreciate it.
I did something.
Crushed it. And I hope you appreciate me letting you win on Super Smash Bros. Because
Oh.
that took a lot.
And I'm about to beat him, hopefully, even though he's winning right now, but I'm going to beat him at the end at Super Mario 3.
To LB,
Right after this.
She's definitely.
the other half of Saving the Monday today. Thank you so much, brother, like you always do. I promise if any appreciation day happens for you, I will not be a part of it.
Thank you.
Unison.
Thank you.
That's a lie. He's going to help.
Nope.
He's lying.
I know what he likes. Again,
He's about to say, not going to
Brooksie?
lie.
I gotta tell you, the only person that's been here doing this as long as I have is him. We have each other's backs. That's why I say we're OGs, okay? So nothing's coming between that, just so you know.
Am I not an OG? I was kinda...
You are, but you were not until we brought you in. Do you remember when you were like, I don't know if we want to do the show there because Gary's high off his face?
That wasn't me.
I mean, I kind of said the same thing.
You came over to my house with
You're
your friend.
OG too.
You came over to my house with your friend and you pitched the idea for the very first time.
You're OG, all right.
I heard about it before.
You're OG. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to these two jabronis. We'll be back tomorrow. It's going to be an all out of angst day. Remember, karma's very real. Do good things. They'll start happening to you. I promise. Have a great night.